Who's a common sense coach now, though, Danny? Who's a common sense coach?
Why are you asking?
There's a few about, man.
Marcel, why are you asking him? Marcel,
Ariola, Eddie Howe, Thomas Frank.
Because he's basically saying who's better than the manager we got now. That's
no, that's a loaded question.
Nearly every manager in the league.
Saeed, there's a loaded question. There's people that are on 6 figures to make those decisions. Why are you asking him to pick out coach? That's disingenuous. What he just articulated was complete facts. My thing is this: Southgate, whoever it is was to bring in, they'll probably do better than Amrin. But at some point, it will become untenable because you don't like the way we're playing and you want to see more. So if you want to see more, you're gonna go for a specific type of football or a specific type of coach, and that's when you get into the issues.
I go to games. I don't want to see. I don't want to see. Let me just say this.
I'm asking for a common sense type of coach because Danny's saying that the football club, the way it's set up, can't buy specific.
That's what I've seen since Van Gaal.
What that time, guys. We're not gonna hear it.
All I've seen was
if you lost speak over each other, we're not gonna hear it. Guys, please try not to speak over.
Excuse me for wanting more for my football club.
No, I know. Structure. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying because of the hierarchy, I've had to let go of my personal. Like the way I want to see football played is not how Tuchel plays.
Fuck the hierarchy. I want
but I'm looking at the assignment of the football club. The best manager available at that time was Tuchel, who's a top coach who also has common sense. Yeah. So if you ask me now, Marcel, right, it's a different time. So I have a different answer. Yeah.
So I don't know why you're talking about disingenuous. That's nonsense, Danny. I'm just trying to pick your brain in terms of.
So now, I would still go with now. Okay, I'll tell you. I would go with the best manager that's available if you're too cheap to go and get a Conte or someone out of their job. Yeah, I would go and get a Xavi. The reason why I'd go get a Xavi, Marcel, is for one simple reason. Yeah, actually multiple reasons.
Look at Musa smiling.
Exactly. Nuruddin knows he cares about his midfield and he's not letting you outnumber his midfield tactically. He's not having all of that shit. He's not going to vacate it. He wants bodies in there. Other reason, Marcel, at Barcelona, do you understand what he was putting up with? The levers. Marcel, I'll DM you his signings. Aubameyang, people like Romeu. Bro, the list is bad. Bro, he didn't get no signings.
Grant White. I think he got Grant White as well.
Bro, he inherited strikers like Luke de Jong.
Back on the team, by the way.
He inherited strikers like Luke de Jong. He had to work with what he had, and eventually produced a decent team that won a title. And then he quit. He wanted to quit because of politics. Then he got fired. Cool. The point is, like, it wasn't an easy job for him, but it's Barcelona, so you're going to implement your football. I hear that. But for me, he's the best manager available.
But if you look at his football in Qatar, if you look at the team in Qatar and what he had them doing and the football they're playing, anyone just go and watch Xavi's football side in Qatar. He had no right to have them bopping players off the park. I watched that team and I said I couldn't believe what I was watching. Not to say that he's going to be a success or whatever, but I keep on telling you, the only thing that scares me now with United is the implementation of Ineos in terms of sacking managers. I don't believe that Ineos have shown me right now that they can sack a manager in the right time. Because if Xavi comes in on a 2-year contract and he gets you, example, top 4 and a 3rd finish, it doesn't give him the right to stay for a 3rd season and try and win you the league if you don't see enough. Get rid of him and move on. Try to implement something bigger. I think we saw that with like Oli. Oli finished 3rd and 2nd. And in his last year, everybody was like, you know what? This guy's got to go. But he didn't get the sack. The fact Ineos came in and kept him
as well. He finished 2nd. What was the points? What was the points depreciation? Let's not do
that. Listen. This is why I'm saying that we don't know what time of the week it is. If Oli finishing 2nd was bad, what do you say for the teams that finished 3rd and 4th and 5th?
No, Musa. We finished 2nd, but tell everybody in the
cool. No, listen. I don't care about the points. We finished 2nd, so we were better. We were better than 18 other teams in the league in a bad year. That's what I care about. The reality is this, though. What I'm trying to say is this. The fact that Ineos came in and they didn't sack Erik ten Hag immediately scares me, man. And the fact that they've let Amrin go on for the end of last season and they haven't been bold enough to... Because if you look at the games Amrin's got until the next international break, Amrin could be getting sacked the exact same time as flipping ten Hag got sacked. So again, that tells me that these guys are not brave enough. So I'm worried about trying to get a manager in on a 2-year contract that does well, and then these again are not bold enough to sack a manager. I just feel like right now, Ineos, it's a big red flag in terms of sacking the managers because everyone agrees Ten Hag should have got sacked. the minute they walk the door. All of that nonsense about he won the FA Cup and then you're waiting around, you don't know what's happening, and then you sack him in the league and bring in Amarin. Now we're in that same spot again.
Okay, 1 second, man. Before we go, hold on a minute, yeah? Because Strella, you wanted to be asking me about squad. So I want to know what you don't like about this team specifically. Like, what is it that you don't like? Because you keep mentioning names. So I've made you the strongest squad.
First of all, Ahmad is not a right wing back. Secondly,
forget all of that.
Forget all of that, man. We're just talking about quality.
No,
he's
right. He's right.
Why are you
He's right.
He scored a hat trick
on his first
Yeah, because he scored a hat trick from there. And then you want to tell me he's not a wing back. The guy came on as a wing back against Southampton, scored a hat trick. Now we know he's not a wing back.
Let him finish, man. Let him finish.
I'm going to do this. You might have shouted at everyone then.
No, Saeed, you interrupted him. Let him finish.
Okay, that's what I'm doing. No one came in. Okay,
you're
waffling, Dave. Forget all that.
Saeed, man, get a hold of the ball, man. Get a hold of the ball.
I'm getting hold of it, but you might need to relax, man. We're all grown men.
Let him carry on. Don't interrupt him. Let him name
my bad, Stella. My bad, Stella.
Yeah, man.
One, Ahmad is not a right wing back. Cool.
Facts.
Me personally, Patrick Dorg is not good enough to be playing left, starting as a United player. Secondly, midfield, Bruno cannot play as Bruno has no self-discipline to help Casemiro, who has no legs. He literally, yes, he's good at instigating the press and creating the intensity, but he leaves too many holes in midfield and no protection for Casemiro. Then you're relying on defenders to step into the midfield where there's going to be more pockets of space in behind them. Secondly, De Ligt, I don't think he's the best central defender. I think he's better off playing on either side, or probably on the right.
Facts.
Luke Shaw can't rely on him for the majority of the season, and then you're now
shit as well,
bro.
This goes down to the manager. Goes down to the manager.
And then you're now bringing on an element which I can majority say, I'm not going to speak for any of the man them here, but I've actually watched Belgian football for whatever reasons. The keeper that we just brought in, he's 23 years old. No one's going to tell me he's good enough to be starting for us. Like at the start of the chat, I said I don't mind bringing in a young goalkeeper. The same thing as when we got Rasmus Højlund. Bring in a young striker, no problem. I like that. But you need somebody who I know is going to be reliant on, who has experience. The Don don't have experience like that, bro. So you're now putting in a young goalkeeper playing for Manchester United, and we've seen senior goalkeepers from other teams come to this club and struggle. I've seen the Liverpool struggle and go somewhere else and do okay. It's a very different pain in between the sticks for United than anywhere else. Now going up top, Brian and Mbeumo and Cunha. Fair enough, they look good. They're not fully situated in yet. But what's probably going to happen now is another thing with Rasmus. You didn't buy a senior striker, so if Sesko don't hit the ground running, what's going to happen is that they're going to be calling for him to hit the bench, and then you're going to have to be rotating either Cunha and Mbeumo to be playing up front, which that's not their natural position because they're not out.
Zerski's there. What happened to Zerski?
He's not now number 9 as well because he's washed his ball. You can go. Okay, cool. Hey,
no comment.
Musa, go on stats right now and show me how many goals.
If this was Crystal Palace's team, you'll be trying to buy a bare man from there. If this was Palace's team, man will be trying to buy a bare man.
To warrant a reaction. Show me how many goals he's got.
Yo,
can I say something? Yeah.
You know what it is, Strilla? I see all. Oh, go on, Rhino. You ain't spoke much.
So obviously, I brought up the fact that we should bring up this lineup in it. And I'm happy with what Estrella has said. But you still haven't answered my question. With the current players we have now, including starters and squad, if they're set up in the right way, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1 even, we'll get a lot better out of this squad. Is my whole point I'm making. So that's why more of the blame is on who's controlling the players in opposed to who's bringing the players in. I've got more focus on Amrin more than Ineos. And Ineos are not scot-free. But right now, we could get more out of these players. Put these players in a 4-3-3, take some up, add some in. Bruv, we're way better already. Way better. So that's where my point is. So I feel like the focus on, but these players are shit and we don't have enough players. It's Ineos. Yes, to a degree. I understand that and I agree. But the system, the system's the problem. Change it to a 4-3-3 now, Saeed, and see.
Yeah,
and
that's what
tell me.
Right
change
now,
to a 4-3-3.
I'm going to ask the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Change that to a 4-3-3.
Change that now.
Bring Zerski and Kobe Mainu in.
And bench Ahmad.
I'm gonna bench Ahmad. Don't worry. I'm gonna
bench Musa's son. Bench him.
Ahmad. Ahmad's in the 10. How can you bench if he's in the 10 in a 4-3-3?
Ahmad in the 10.
He's in the 10.
He's not playing in a 4-3-3.
Guys, you're arguing. We've got options. We've got options, guys. Don't worry. Everyone's gonna eat. We've got options.
If Bruno stays on his pitch, that's a why for that. If Bruno stays on his pitch,
Why?